Yo, I have had a nice day, everyone. I hope everyone has had a nice day. I hope everyone has a nice weekend. I had a good week. I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be, but there's always next week. I'm working on it. I'm slowly getting more and more productive in the sense of like my talk show stuff and making videos and stuff. I'm getting to where I want to be. I would like to see your games collection. Do you have photographs? As you can tell, I'm very into retro games and older games, and I mean, I'm into plenty of newer stuff as well. I really had like an eye-opening after getting out of World of Warcraft like 3 or 4 years ago. I didn't know there were good games. I hear you. I know all about the bookshelf being a mess. I know all about it. Is it Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which I pre-ordered but did not get in the mail? Yep. Maybe it's coming on Monday. Whoa. Yeah, I want a skateboard. Oh. No, I'm just doing this so I have something to do while I talk to you, Ridley. What's up?
Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing rad.
I had really awesome Mexican food for dinner.
Oh my God, what'd you have?
We made hot and spicy Old El Paso ground beef, organic refried black beans, Mexican cheese, pico de gallo, some spicy guacamole on Tostitos.
All right.
And then right after I was done making everything, the water cooler tipped over.
The big water cooler that's like that stands on a thing and like
Yeah. Cheese smokies. That sounds delicious too.
Cheese smokies. Are those like little smokies but with cheese?
I mean, I wouldn't say what I made is fancy. I just bought some supermarket ingredients and threw them on chips.
I think that like making your own food at all is pretty fancy. Oh, I have a kick. Okay. I won't focus too much on trying to figure. I wanted to put on some game that I knew how to play so that I wasn't like thinking about it while I was talking to Ridley. All right. So you kind of know the drill, right? I like to talk to people like off stream for like 2 hours and record some content.
Yeah.
And then obviously I want to talk to you on a Friday night. Would you like to do like the dinner with... Would you like to have dinner with me on a Friday?
I would love to have dinner with you on a Friday.
Or
I'll have to set the nice camera up in the dining room.
Should we like orchestrate to have the same kind of food?
If you're doing it on a Friday, I have made this Mexican slop 3 weeks in a row.
Oh, not Lil Smokies. Mexican slop.
We've done cooking streams, Gluthix.
Yeah.
This is a possibility. I learned that to capture my grill, I need a 65-foot HDMI cable. We tried to do grilling burgers earlier this week.
Is that something that exists?
Yeah,
should we have a whole dinner party some Friday?
Yeah, I love it. You don't have to make what I'm making.
I mean, if we had like a bunch of people that wanted to have a dinner party, that will be something we'll plan for.
I mean, the other thing I could do is we could plan on Friday night, because I'm sure Midori would hate to come and see you.
She would hate to come and see me?
She would hate it. She would despise it much.
Then don't bring her here.
No. She would love to come. She'd be mad at me if I went without her.
Why do you say things like that?
Because I'm a sarcastic monster.
Oh, okay. This is Ridley the Monster, ladies and gentlemen. Toronto, I think, yeah. I mean, I have been talking about kind of doing, obviously, the Iggy episode was the first one of the new like whatever I'm doing. I don't know. It's not a season really, but I am thinking I would like to get more kind of group stuff if we do a group dinner party or like or I was talking about group coloring. We could all just open up Tabletop Simulator and all just draw on the table together and hang out and chat about things. But if you and Midori come here some Friday,
we could come early.
You'd be very welcome. Yeah.
I promised Asper I would tell him first, but Asper's not here. So we got a shipping notification for our Spirit Island Kickstarter.
Yeah.
For Jagged Earth.
Okay.
So if we planned a Friday trip, we could come early enough. Yeah.
That's cool.
Did you like Spirit Island when we brought it down?
I played Spirit Island with you?
I think you did.
What's it like?
It's a cooperative board game where you're defending the island with various spirits.
It doesn't
against
sink?
The invaders.
Does the island sink? Yeah, let's do a murder mystery dinner.
We could bring Mysterium.
I would love it if Fickle Pickle... Did you ever get to play... Well, you've played House on Haunted Hill, but not recently? I feel like with all the board game stuff we talk about with various people, no one has ever played that game with me.
We haven't played it with you. Midori just kind of discovered it with me because my copy that I had was from my game store, which was torn to shreds. And so we recently got a new copy with the expansion and the broken token insert. Betrayal at House on the Hill, Fickle. She's so into it.
Yeah, Betrayal at the House on the Hill. Have you played Among Us? I have not.
I bought Among Us,
but you haven't played it.
I am going to play it this weekend because there's a high chance one of our Dracon events is going to turn into
Among Us.
You heard it. You didn't hear it here first.
Okay.
Don't tell Draco. I just realized what I'm doing,
over.
and that's bad.
But Betrayal on the House on the Hill is a board game where you build the house tile by tile, and it's haunted, and someone has to betray everyone else. I'm interested in Among Us. I like Werewolf and Mafia and that kind of stuff. I know that there's a little more of an actual gameplay aspect to this one. So Monday, Ridley.
Yeah, let's record some stuff on Monday.
Is there a time you think you'll have 2 hours, or do you want to let me know?
Between 2 and 4 would be the best 2 hours that I could give you.
That's your best guess, or those are your best hours?
That is the I won't be late. I won't be making dinner. There won't be water coolers falling over, spilling a gallon of water all over the place.
Can you guarantee that?
I can guarantee that I can be here at 2.
No, No, I want you to guarantee that the water cooler is not going to spill.
I can't guarantee that.
2 p.m. Monday, we will have our actual interview.
Yeah.
All right, that's great.
If evening was better, then you have the potential of things like this happening, because every time I plan something for 7, and no matter like whether I start cooking at 5:15 or 5:30, something always seems to happen.
Okay, so that will be great. And yeah, so man, I do Toronto. Sinking Island is Forbidden Island.
Yes.
If I can orchestrate it, probably not like next Friday or anything, but I would like to. There are 2 things I would like to do. One is coloring with a group of people on a Friday night. And I would like to have like a dinner party with a bunch of people. I mean, Toronto, I also want to have dinner with you some Friday night, you and Chaos. I mean, I don't know if Fridays are bad for you, but I mean, also, I don't need to do this talk show only on Friday nights. Right?
Yeah. Next Friday is going to be bad for us. I don't know if
is Dracon going on Friday?
Dracon is next week.
When is it? From when till when?
It's Wednesday to Sunday next week.
What events are you competing in?
I am
Sorry.
competing in some of the Drake Olympic events.
Yeah, which ones?
I'm planning on getting a medal from the egg hunt.
You're planning on getting a medal, huh?
Yep.
That's something you plan for.
Yeah, it's Omega and Iggy are my competitors. Omega is still in hot shape. Iggy's a little rusty.
Omega is still alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Omega never really went away. He just has a child on the way.
Oh, he must not like me then, because I definitely haven't talked to him in 100 years.
He's had much more limited Twitch time. It's not that he doesn't like you. He likes you fine.
I'm sorry. That's the kind of thing that I just scolded you for saying.
I know.
Here's a question that I intend to ask you, so maybe you can think about it before I talk to you on Monday. Why do you guys only play A Link to the Past?
So when you say you guys, do you mean me and Midori, or just me and...
I mean you, Midori, and like everyone that I know.
Okay. So Midori Sky.
Why am I being mean? I don't know.
No. Can I? I'm going to answer for Midori Skies first, and then I will think of. We went through her Twitch statistics, and in the past 30 days, she streamed 50 different games.
Wow, I don't believe it. I've never seen you play anything other than Link to the Past.
In all her history of Twitch, it's 50 different games. And it's more than 50.
Okay.
She is a true variety streamer.
Ridley has a giant computer full of neon lights and rainbows. It looks a lot like this screen right now, and he uses it to play Z3 Super Metroid.
I use it to stream. I don't even play on the computer. I have an SNES Classic that I play on. Even worse.
I mean, that's the right way to do it.
And you know, I have this beautiful GTX 1080 Ti graphics card that I've had for 3 years, and it just sits there bored, going like, when am I going to get to do something?
Are you ever? I mean, we have talked a little bit about like finding you a modern game that you might like, and you kind of have something you find that you don't like about everything. Oh, I have played 1,000 A Link to the Past randos, and so has Ridley. Ridley has played 5,000.
Super Metroid Zelda 3 Keys just came out, and so now I
what does that
I'm
mean?
Gonna be playing that.
What is key? Is there was no key sanity in
so there's no keys in Super Metroid. So Total went through and created
key doors?
12 3 6 9 12 14 16 sections that require keys now, and created key cards that you can find in either game, and mixed that with Link to the Past Key Sanity.
That sounds bad. Are you doing that today?
I was planning on doing my second seed starting around 9 o'clock, 9:30, maybe 10.
Okay, so depending on what I end up doing, I will definitely check to see if you are on to throw so you guys can go see this nonsense that Ridley's talking about. Would you consider playing a game called Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl with me? That's multiplayer, right, Harab?
Needs to play Stalker. So are you asking me if I would play it with you?
Yeah, because you don't play anything other than to the Past.
I play Factorio.
Oh, yeah. Is that a game? Or is it a toy?
The way I've been playing it, it's a toy.
Okay.
It's me building my train sets.
Yeah. And I like that. I mean, there's a lot of games that I play that are just toys.
But I am, sometime after DrayCon, I'm going to stream a Factorio game where I actually have to deal with the biters and not just let me build the biggest toy train set I can.
Okay. And all right, so you're not doing 11 Exit. Are you doing Master Sword?
I am doing Master Sword.
Cool. For anyone that has joined us today, or anyone, I don't mean to be roasting anybody. Stalker has no co-op. That's too bad. But maybe I will play Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. But we're gonna find a game for you, Ridley. But I would like to are you prepared to like advertise for DrayCon a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
there is an event coming up, especially the Draco Olympics. I really want to see 11 exit, but next week on Draco West channel, I'll do the shout out. Next week on this channel, a lot of our friends are going to be competing in a lot of things. I'll be hanging around. I'll probably do some of the Discord games. I didn't sign up for anything. But yeah, will you tell me a little bit about some of the events that are happening and which ones? I never let you answer about which ones you're actually signed up for.
So do you want me to finish the signed up for ones first?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And kind of just what's going on. If you don't, I mean, I don't mean to ask
Yeah.
you to start advertising someone else's channel, but this is an exciting thing, and you're very involved in it.
Yeah, we need to advertise it. We definitely do. And for anyone who doesn't know Draco West, go follow his channel.
Yep.
And get in his Discord. Yeah, don't think of it as a race, Fickle. Just play the best you can.
I never
have
do.
a good time.
I never think of anything as a race.
When Iggy was signing up, he explicitly said, I can't be in races. And I'm like, Iggy, just play for fun. Who cares? And he's like, all right, I'm just going to sign up and play for fun. And that's what we're going to do. And that's it. So that's the Draco Olympics. There's some cool 3D printed medals that Draco has gotten bronze, silver, and gold filament. And they have been printing for the past couple of weeks. Each medal takes 4 hours to print. And
that's awesome, though. That's incredible.
Has 3 medals. And there was a series of drafts. There were 6 printed on basic colored filament just to get the design right. It's really insane how many hours of design, revision, print, design, revision, print that these medals have gone through. But it's still a token prize, right? We're still just were going to meet up and so now
it's
I'll
an
talk
honor
about
prize. It's not
it's
anything to get super. And I mean, we have some friends that get competitive, but I don't think like nothing ridiculous. I mean, we're all very casual.
I mean, I
and
definitely
it is fun to play games.
And so a group of us were going to meet up in Vegas.
But as should be obvious, that's no longer going to be the case.
No, our Airbnb got canceled and the owner sold the property.
Oh, wow.
The flights we booked got canceled and we got a credit with JetBlue. Most of Vegas is a ghost town. The casinos haven't really been able to open a capacity. So even if we could, in theory, go, and then we had international people coming, like Jocko was going to fly over.
And
Draco
he'd be in quarantine for weeks.
Right. So their countries have closed down traffic to the United States because
we're not even letting any. We're not even. I don't think you're allowed to come in here to come visit me.
So the United States certainly doesn't care. Like Border Patrol will let you in. Your country won't let you out. That's the problem.
My state doesn't want you coming.
Yeah.
Well, don't let me interrupt you, but were you going to continue?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
Continue.
Please do.
That's okay.
I didn't mean to start asking you something else.
It's okay.
All right. Good.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm sorry that I told you that I thought you found me annoying.
You are not annoying.
Okay.
I legitimately.
I feel like I upset you last week when I said that.
I wasn't upset. I was sort of thinking about like how I can present myself better to you.
Please don't change. Please nobody ever change their behavior because of me. All right, good. Because I honestly, everyone finds me annoying in my mind. According to me, everyone finds me annoying. So, so that's how it is.
So we in place of the get together in person, those of us who were going to meet up
last year, they all came here. It was amazing.
Yeah, I hosted what ended up getting called DrayCon, even though it was more like all of Ridley's friends.
It was
all of Ridley's friends come to Ridley's house. That's what it started as, because Jocko was the first person to buy a plane ticket. He was just going to come and see us.
Yeah, and then it turned into a whole
Draco
thing.
was like, I'm going to fly and see Jay, and then we're going to come to Boston because you have all the East Coast connections.
Yep.
What's the best? When should we do this? And I'm like, Jocko's coming this week. Do you want to come when Jocko's coming, or do you want to come separate? And then Draco messaged me back. It's like, okay, I bought tickets. This is when we're going to meet up. And then after Draco bought tickets, Arius bought tickets. And then after Arius bought tickets, Loverish bought plane tickets. And then after Loverish bought plane tickets, it just
that
kind of became
yeah.
a thing.
It was on.
Omega drove from New York.
Oh yeah, I saw him for 5 minutes.
Yep.
And then I never spoke to him again. Literally, I swear to God, that was it. That was the last time I ever spoke to that guy.
I'm sorry that occurred, but like he literally only.
No,
had,
it's okay.
Like,
I mean, no, it's fine. Me and Omega are totally fine. I'm sure.
Yeah, he does not. He too does not find you annoying. He just doesn't have Twitch time because he's got a child on the way.
Congratulations for him.
Yeah. Yeah, Amaya is however many months pregnant. So now we're doing a virtual convention, and that's going to let all of our Twitch chat friends to come and participate. So we have a bunch of casual events going on in the Discord, which is designed to, anyone who is in our community who's in the Discord can
some tabletop stuff.
There's a lot of tabletop stuff because someone in our community likes to play a lot of tabletop board games.
Who's that?
No idea who that could be.
Oh yeah, a mystery person, I guess.
Yeah, a mystery person.
I have no idea how I killed that pterodactyl. I definitely want to join for some tabletop simulator next week for sure.
Yeah. So I'm excited I'll be hosting almost all of the board games.
Do you like Uno?
I do not like Uno.
He doesn't like anything classic. I tried to play Clue with him and he got mad.
I didn't get mad. I just don't like playing Clue.
Do you not like what classic board games do you like? You can say none.
I don't think that there's a classic board game from prior to Settlers of Catan.
I like Settlers of Catan. I want to play Settlers of Catan on Tabletop Simulator.
So, I mean, that's one of the play Harry Potter Battle for Hogwarts. We have it. My camera's on. I'm just gonna go like.
Oh, do you? I can put your camera on if you want to.
Put my camera on. I'm gonna walk over to my game shelf and get Harry Potter Battle for Hogwarts.
I still want to know what he's playing. I still want to know what games he's what competitions he's signed up for.
Okay, I lied. I have Death Eaters Rising, and I can't reach it. It's behind all my lighting.
Okay. Do you want to be on camera anyway?
Yeah.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much longer you intend to speak to me, but.
I mean, I haven't even finished explaining Dracon. And Fickle was going to come to Vegas. Who else was going to? Jocko was going to fly from Norway to come to Vegas. Miss Faye was going to drive to Vegas. Jay was going to fly to Vegas.
I've got 2 expansions for Talisman. Ridley also does not like Talisman.
I don't like Talisman.
Oh, you're on camera. Your camera is here.
Yeah, my camera is been on.
Normally I can double click on you and it's not working.
I don't know how.
Oh, there it is. Look, you're you.
Yeah.
Look, it's Ridley. Hi, what's up?
Hi, guys.
Yo, nice to see you. Here's Ridley.
Whoa, I'm huge.
You're bigger than me.
I was going to bring Dominion to Vegas. I have every single Dominion card.
And that's so many. There are so many sets of Dominion. It's ridiculous.
I have 2 giant wooden boxes filled with Dominion.
I like Dominion too. Yeah.
I'm missing 7 first edition cards from Intrigue.
I want to play Talisman on PS4 again. You're missing 7 first. So like you lost them. Is that what you mean?
Tony and I were sharing Dominion, and we had multiple first edition sets of the first game, and he had the first edition set of Intrigue. So when I moved out and we split the collection up, I've played Red Dragon in a long time ago. Anyway, he kept the first edition of Intrigue, and I bought a second edition copy. And I'm gonna try to renegotiate to get the first edition cards. There's like 7 of them that I'm missing, but like I'm never gonna play with them. The second edition cards are better, but
sure.
I'm a completist.
You're
every
a
single
collector.
promo. I know I am. I have every single promo, and he doesn't have anything newer than Intrigue. He didn't like the newer sets.
Interesting. There's so many different things. That game is crazy. There's just so much content in that game. I like Agricola.
Gloomhaven. So Gloomhaven is a game that the Ickis owns it, and I haven't had a chance to play it. I think Arius 13 owns it too. It's a big game, and I really, really want to play it before I start investing in it, because there's a lot of, if I end up liking it, there's a lot of expansions.
Yep.
There's a broken token. There's multiple different inserts that you can get.
Gloomhaven?
Yeah. There's promo stuff. Like if I end up liking that game, I'm out $500.
Wow. That sounds like Magic the Gathering or World of Warcraft over long enough time.
I spent $350 on Spirit Island for the Kickstarter to get the complete set with
I
the
don't
broken
think
token
we played
crate.
it. I think you brought that, and we ended up running out of time because we were like grilling chicken all day.
That probably happened.
And I think we ended up playing something that we all knew. You know what I mean?
It's a big board game. The base set is like $80, and it's a couple hours. It's like a D&D adventure in a box.
That's all, Gloomhaven?
Yeah.
That you have my attention now, that's for sure.
So I need to play it to see if I like it. I don't actually know. And I don't have
and if you end up liking it, bad news.
Bad news from my wallet.
So what are you competing in next week? And what are the events?
So I'm going to bring up the Drake Olympic events because I want to get this correct.
Okay.
And I'm also going to put it in front of my camera, so at least it looks like I'm looking at the camera and not over at the side screen. I'm actually going to bring up your chat in Chatty so that it's also on the main screen. Right click, pop out, put this over here. There. Now my eyes look like I'm looking at the camera.
You can look anywhere you want.
Nah, there's a reason the camera is mounted right in front of me, Kuya. That's the trick. That's Hollywood's trick. No one's ever looking at the camera. They should be, but they're not.
Didn't we unscrew the thing on my Brio and discover that it had a screw for a tripod? And then I bought a tripod, and I don't think I must have a memory, one of those memory misfires. Anyway, totally unrelated. Please continue.
You had a webcam that you taped to a tripod, and I'm like, it's gotta have a tripod screw. And I went looking for it and didn't find it.
I thought I could swear that the one on my monitor had one, and I was not correct.
The one on your monitor did. The one that you taped to a tripod didn't.
And that's what I'm saying. I went to check. The Brio is the one on my monitor, and when I went to see if I could put it on the tripod, I could not. Maybe I'm dumb. Anyway. What are we playing next week? I am very interested in 11 Exit. You don't like Super Mario World.
I don't like Super Mario World enough to play on stream or get good. I still have fond memories of playing that game casually.
Keep them. Please
and
keep them and never try to speedrun anything. I can never play A Link to the Past again because of you, Ridley.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But Twitch ruined Super Metroid and Link to the Past, and now like every mistake gets under my skin. I don't have as much fun as I used to playing.
You know what? I kept Super Metroid. I can still play that casually and have fun, and I'm glad that I did. That's the one thing I kept.
And I can't, because of the damn randos, I can't stop playing either game.
I absolutely can do that. I can stop playing them forever, it turns out.
Yeah, I mean, good on you. But I mean, we'll get into it. We'll get into
I did
it.
a really good YI3 on Tuesday. I did 258. Like perfect is 259.
So the Draco Olympics, if you're not in the Draco Olympics, it is too
You
late
can't sign up anymore, but you can still play board games and stuff and hang out on Discord during the event.
But you might be able to message Draco, and he might let you in as an exception.
If one of these events appeals to anyone, yeah.
But the Draco Olympics officially is closed, and it's golf with your friends.
I want to play Yoshi's Island Crafted.
It's Animal Crossing. So people who are in the Animal Crossing event have been working on their islands to get them presented for a judging competition.
I really want to see that. I hope people made some awesome looking islands.
I am excited for that one too. I don't like Animal Crossing at all, but I want to see what people have made.
I love that there's a creative competition in this thing other than races. Yeah.
There's marbles on stream.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna just join.
That's fine. Yeah, you can definitely play that. Is that an actual event? You didn't have to sign up for that, do you?
You did have to sign up for it.
How? Why? Don't you just join in chat? So are people just gonna join? I'm sorry. Please continue.
so the reason why they made it one of the ones that you have to sign up for is, number one, they don't want people who just found the channel just be joining in chat. And number two, they're pre-making the rosters for the competitors.
Oh, that's something that you can do.
Yeah, you can just join in chat. Up. Yeah, so they're making it's an event, and basically Marbles on Stream is 3 random people get a Dracon medal.
Okay. Yeah, completely random.
Completely random.
Can you tell me when the Animal Crossing? This is the last time I'll interrupt you.
It is Wednesday at 7:00.
All right, thank you. Eastern.
And the Draco Olympics will be on Draco's channel on Twitch.
Yep, which we've shouted out. If anyone needs that link, I will give it to you.
The Legend of Zelda Easter egg hunt. So 2 years ago on Easter, they released an Easter egg hunt mode, which is just 1 hour find eggs for the Link to the Past randomizer, and that's it. We have seeds that we've kept that nobody's seen, and we're going to use those for an event. And then on Friday, there's Master Sword % and Super Mario World 11 exit. And on Saturday, there's Paladins and Mario Kart 8. And on Sunday is Valorant. So those are the Draco Olympics that you can win one of the cool medals. And there's continuous board games that have Spirit Island, Agricola, Villainous, Splendor, Betrayal at House on the Hill, Mysterium, Dice Forge, Settlers of Catan, Ticket to Ride, open board gaming. Yeah. Open board game will be a couple hours a day. Agricola, because Draco, when he flew here last year, he brought me Agricola. That was my first exposure to the game. He actually, Jeremy specifically gifted it to me. And so as part of Dracon, I'm holding 2 Agricola events. One is like a learn to play to teach everyone how to play. Cool. And one of them is where we're getting Draco's attention, and Draco and I with potentially 2 to 4 other random people, depending on how he wants to do it, so that we can be in the Discord and stream our game of Agricola. Because Draco is always busy, like his free time is Twitch.
Yeah,
he bought me this game, and that means something to me. So I want to play Agricola with him.
All of these things are happening next week. Next week on that channel that has just been linked is going to be nonstop. We're doing free advertising for our pal Draco West here. But it's a community event. It's for all of us.
It is a community. It's for us. We've been planning this for, I want to say 3 or 4 months now.
And you have been doing a lot of the actual planning, so
I've helped. Chambo has helped more. So there's going to be community servers that are running throughout the entire weekend. One is going to be a peaceful Factorio server. One's going to be a Minecraft server. Thursday is going to be when Terraria opens, and there's going to be like a full day grind to get the server is started up, and then it'll stay open on the side throughout the end of the DrayCon. And then those servers, along with a Sims building competition, are going to be showcased on Sunday during Midori's Ice Cream Social.
Ah, Midori's Ice Cream Social. That sounds very delightful.
It's going to be absolutely amazing.
I imagine we all have to procure our own ice cream since this is an online event.
Yeah, I can't really ship the ice cream in advance.
I will be eating Choco Tacos. I mean, I have to eat ice cream. Are you kidding?
I mean, I hope that you do.
I must. I require ice creams.
My flavor is either going to be, I haven't decided which. I'm down to 2 choices for my ice cream social flavors. It's either going to be a pineapple coconut by Haagen-Dazs or raspberry cheesecake.
Ooh, both of those sound awesome.
Gelato is pretty
Wizards
good too.
and Warriors is absolute absurdity.
So that's board games, that's the servers. Some of the Discord games are going to be, there's going to be a trivia with some prizes. There's going to be a streamer panel. There's some Smash Brothers. The streamer panel is going to be Wednesday night, 10 o'clock on.
That'll be cool. Who's going to talk? Who's the panel?
That has not been announced yet.
So
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, that's fine. You don't have to.
Because it's not my event to announce.
Right.
There's going to be some Fall Guys because Fall Guys is all over Twitch now. I actually think, Harrods, that existed. Someone earlier on the stream wasn't really supposed to say that one of the events is probably going to get switched to Among Us.
Oh, who was that person?
That was me.
You didn't say something was probably getting switched. Not one of the main events that people had to sign up for.
Not one of the main events.
Okay.
No. All right. So first look, probably Thursday afternoon is going to turn into Among Us.
Okay.
The schedule as it posted now has
first
the newlywed.
Look. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that
doesn't
a game?
Make any sense? No, that was me trying to say like, here's some early information with bad grammar.
Awesome. Okay. This is first look info. I don't know if we're allowed to be doing this.
I mean, I'm not really. It's not official.
Right.
So our schedule for Thursday morning has the Newlywed Game and Town of Salem.
Is that like when you ask your wife and you questions and like you get different answers and everyone laughs at you?
Yeah, something like that.
That's a game that is going to be played?
Draco wanted to try to play it.
Like,
yeah.
Is there a video game version, or is he like going to come up with questions?
No, we were going to get someone to host and get a list of questions from the internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do want to do some kind of game show type content at some point. That's been on my list of things to do. That might be a really good idea. I think Draco had a really good idea with that.
It was a really good idea, but we've only had like 2 people say that they would play.
Right.
What are we playing?
I'll play with Haribs.
What are we playing?
We'll be newlyweds.
How's it going, Ridley?
What's up, Atheist Man?
The newlywed thing.
Yeah. We're talking about DrayCon. What are you signed up for?
Everything.
Yeah, you did sign up for even Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing I want to watch. I don't have it, so I can't but I was like, the only thing that I signed up for, that I was like, absolutely not, I want nothing to do with this, is Valorant.
Okay. Oh, there's a Valorant event? You might have mentioned that, really. I might have been jousting.
There's a Valorant event on Sunday. I think we got 10 people for Valorant.
What's Valorant like?
It's been described to me as it's on the tip of my tongue.
It's Riot, right?
CS:GO.
No,
it's not Riot?
No, it's not Riot. It's Microsoft.
Oh, was Riot making a shooter?
I don't know.
Wow, I totally thought it was like League of Legends shooter. That's not what it is.
Nope.
Okay. I'm listening. What's it like?
like Counter-Strike.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Counter-Strike with abilities, basically.
I don't know why I thought it was a Riot product.
I mean, if you look at the colors and the skins, it absolutely could be a Riot product.
Yeah.
So other things that are going on, there's going to be a bingo event, a movie night event.
Ooh, what movies? Let's watch Nothing But Trouble from 1992 with Dan Aykroyd.
I think Draco is announcing a poll, but I'm not really sure. So because I can't be sure.
Yeah.
Just watch Draco's channel when he's live. It's usually Sunday nights is when a lot of this stuff has been spoiled. The stuff that has been
a lot of the announcements go on Sunday night too.
I mean, there's a lot in the Discord server too. There's a lot of info put up there for DrakeCon 2020.
Yeah, so go check out his Twitch channel and go check out his Discord, etc.
My biggest sadness for this whole thing is that everything is starting on Wednesday, which means that it's all super condensed. And because I'm part of every single race, I only get to do like 2 board games.
Yeah,
I only get to do like 2 board games. And nonstop is not a problem. The whole reason I took the whole week off is because I wanted to be nonstop part of it.
Oh, nice, awesome! I'm glad you had the whole week off. That rules. Yeah. Let's do lots of board games and things.
Yeah, we can start our own like mini pre-DrakeCon event on like Monday and stuff.
Yeah, I'll do some tabletop on Monday. I'm talking to Ridley for a little while on Monday. I'll definitely do some. I don't know if you would like to do some top stuff with us on Monday, but I'll remind you when I talk to you on Monday. Ridley,
sounds good.
I'm probably down.
So what do you think about the events that you're signed up for? How's your 11 exit looking, Atheist Man?
I mean, I haven't practiced since I last played with you.
You were doing pretty okay. It is gonna, obviously, as always, it comes down to consistency.
Yeah.
You ever played Joust?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
It's a game where you ride a vulture and you joust. They did it in World of Warcraft. You can play this game, not really, in World of Warcraft. In Cataclysm, you have to ride a vulture and joust with people. And one of the achievements is the invincible pterodactyl.
Interesting. What are the abilities that they have on them?
Was that a question for one of us?
No.
Okay.
Right. Felix is trying to build a character, and she wants to do some sort of archer. So I suggested an elf because it fits the character that she wants to make.
Sure. An elvish archer is quite classic. Yeah, so you're doing Master Sword Percent and the Egg Hunt too. Man, I really kind of wish I had signed up for the Egg Hunt now.
I would encourage you to send a quick message to Draco on the off chance that he might be able to get you in there.
I kind of, in a way, I would kind of rather know that I missed my chance and not have to worry about it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I don't really want to play Link to the Past. I don't really want to play World of Warcraft. I will from time to time play either of those games, but
that's true. I do continuously put out of my mind that you've sworn Link to the Past off.
Just can't.
So I'm excited about DrakeCon. Thank you for letting me pump the event to anyone who might not have heard about it.
Yeah. Check out Draco West and all next week. And I mean, some of this stuff I'll be streaming while I'm doing some of this stuff with people, and I'll be talking about it next week, and I'll obviously be hosting. I definitely want to see the 11 exit one, and I definitely want to watch both of the Link to the Past events, and I'll definitely be hosting that. And I kind of actually, like, basically every other MMO I've tried to play, I've been like, well, this is not World of Warcraft. You know, you get that feeling of like I could just be playing World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
So Haribs, I want to talk about what you just posted about playing games like it's a job.
Yeah,
And
that's Warcraft.
I have committed to keeping Twitch something I do with my free time, and I'm never going to chase the white rabbit. I'm never going to chase the subs. I'm never going to chase the bits. It's just I'm here, and I love that I have the opportunity to share my games in my free time with the Twitch community.
Oh,
And
sure.
I feel like some streamers
think it's a job. I mean, it is
not
a job for some people.
For some people, it is a job.
Yeah.
But I think for some people who are up and coming, they
take it too seriously at first. I definitely did for a little while. I sure did.
Yeah.
I think Haribs was specifically speaking of World of Warcraft.
Yep, or any MMOs. I played MapleStory
right
for
in
a
the
long
mouth.
time. Yep. Right in the mouth.
You can kill the pterodactyls by hitting them right in the mouth. Right in the mouth.
Oh,
I killed one earlier. Yeah, so Dracon.
Yep.
And you and me on Monday.
Yeah.
What else is... So now that I have both... Obviously, if you're planning on doing stuff, Ridley, you know, anytime that you are going to, and if you're going to be doing SMZ3, I'll throw you a host if me and Atheist Man are still hanging out. But yeah, I guess...
I mean, I'll start getting ready eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you both of you for coming and talking to me tonight. Obviously, and you are welcome to talk to me as long as you would like. I know that Atheist Man does not only play. Atheist Man was not one of the people I was talking about when I said, "Why do you guys only play A Link to the Past?"
Well, obviously, I've never seen him play Link to the Past.
He plays lots of games.
Never.
He was in the first Egg Hunt. I still feel bad that I don't think it was my fault, but one of your videos got fucked up. Do you remember? Oh my god. Atheist in the very first Egg Hunt, he was unable to stream, and he was one of the people that would send us a recording like an hour beforehand of his Egg Hunt. And one of his videos like cut off like with 10 minutes left in it. And it might have been my fault. I'm not sure if it was. I do want to play PSO2.
Oh, yeah, that was the one where... Ooh, we should do that. We should definitely play PSO2. If you have it downloaded already.
I don't, and I'm scared that if I start playing an MMO, I won't stop. I also really want to play FF15. I also want to find a modern game for Ridley to play on his big fancy PC. He said he didn't want to hang on to his backpack while playing Death Stranding.
I mean, PSO2 would be a good way to do that.
What about Star Wars, Ridley? I want to play Fallen Order real bad. That honestly might be a fun game for you. Fallen Order is just, you know, kind of a nice modern hack and slasher, really pretty. The environments look incredible.
I'll give it a shot.
I don't know why I want you to play something modern, but I honestly feel like all you play is SMZ3 and Factorio.
It's because all I play is SMZ3 and Factorio.
Is Midori playing 7 Days to Die?
She is.
Is Until Dawn the Wendigo game?
Eh?
I saw it on PS Now and I was wondering, yeah. It doesn't matter. There's a game where a Wendigo and someone gets shot with a blank or something. That's what Fickle Pickle Pie.
On? Until Dawn?
Until Dawn. Yeah. I missed part of what you said. Cut off, Atheist.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if that's what you were talking about.
Oh yeah,
if you were talking about Until Dawn.
Totally. But I'm gonna play Soma soon. That's gonna be one of my overnight spooky streams coming up. I like over a couple nights, obviously. What about horror, Ridley? Ever play a horror game?
I actually haven't. I feel like there are some horror games that I have missed out on.
Resident Evil 2 is a really good third-person kind of shooter, mystery, puzzle solving. kind of scary.
thing.
Yeah. Resident Evil 2 remake is I would recommend that game to anybody. Ridley. I don't know.
Which game? Say the game again.
Resident Evil 2, the remake. Which I think is now just called
The remakening.
Full Speed Toxicity has played Requiem.
Is that Mumblebutt?
No, someone was asking who in the chat earlier had said they played Requiem, and that was Mumblebutt.
I see.
Full Speed Toxicity, aka Mumblebutt. But I don't mean to encourage you to start playing. You can do whatever you want with the time of day that you have set aside to play games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know that I have that choice. But no, I would like to branch out, and Resident Evil 2 remake. I mean, I probably I see myself being able to get into that game.
Blaster, huh? Is that something that's on here? I might have to unlock some of these games. I don't see Blaster. Hey, someone wants to make me famous. Wait, what? Oh my god,
Another
I didn't
one?
even realize that these hieroglyphs are the games.
They started posting the link. Someone else got it.
Road Blasters? Someone got it, thank you. Be gone, bot. Robots are not welcome here.
Blaster Master.
And not Road Blasters? Second from top left column. Blaster. I didn't even realize there were more games. No worries, Tron. No one, I mean, obviously, thank you, anyone who moderates. Thank you so much to moderators, anyone viewing. Ridley and Atheist, thank you for coming and talking to me.
I wish I was better at moderating.
You guys are all great at moderating. Fly through magic arches.
I'm usually slower than any other moderator. Like I'm glad that I've earned a sword in so many channels, but I very rarely actually get to swing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. Like,
but I really like having a sword next to my name because I like the color green. I like the icon. I just like the icon.
Can I change that icon? Now maybe Partners. I shouldn't, I guess. You can, can't you?
Partners.
Oh, partners can. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've given affiliates a lot.
I have to make more emotes.
I mean, honestly, I think
it's on my list of things to
affiliates. Like the affiliate program, I'm really glad that something like that came to Twitch.
I am too. I think it's great being an affiliate. I love sitting here and doing this. I mean, I would probably be doing stuff like this anyway. Right now, really, my whole internet thing is I'm really like getting into all of these weird old games I've been discovering and stuff, and I just want to like share all of my stupid experiences with everyone. And so that's why I'm putting more shit on YouTube and more shit everywhere and trying to record, conversations with you guys. And yeah, I don't have anything to present after the talk tonight. Kind of what I like last week, and what I was going to do is, and I kind of talked to you about this a little bit, Atheist Man, if I get some of your old streams and stuff, is that like,
yeah,
I'll either after the talk on Friday, I'll be like, here's something I worked on that I'm going to be presenting on YouTube right after this, or it'll be like, here's some content I got from Atheist Man, or here's something that someone else recorded that is going to be vampires. That's going to be fun to look at. So go to YouTube and check this out right now and stuff like that. So like, I want to have more content that I can kind of pre-recorded or just whatever kind of content. And I do want to kind of present stuff on Fridays after the show. But that's I have a lot of my plans are very but you know what, you were a big supporter of me saying plans are over with, and they are.
Yeah, plans are great to get started with an idea, but at some point you just gotta do it anyway.
Yeah.
And I feel like you as a content creator, sometimes I feel like plans become
the
more
only thing I'm
detrimental.
obsessed with. Yeah, very,
You
very
get obsessed
detrimental
about
for
the
sure.
plan and you never do it, but when you actually do it, it's amazing. Like the Can't Talk to Each Other show that you did last year. It's one of my favorite things that exists in the world.
By the way, this show right now is called People Still Talk. Last week I had a thing on the screen.
Yes.
That's okay. But this will be archived. Anyone that is interested to talk to me or anything like that, this is a very large piece of text. And it's here somewhere. But obviously people have hit ! Discord. There's a channel called Talk Stuff where I'll be planning this stuff. I'm going to pet the kitty. Don't worry. What's going on, Ed Rocket? And yeah, I mean, I do. Obviously, I want to plan things like guests and like when you, Ridley, will have a Friday to have dinner with you guys, you and Midori, and like, or a dinner party with multiple people. Atheist Man, yeah. Some Friday, maybe I will have all of you guys. We'll all be sitting around and having a round table dinner together and stuff like that. But
I hope
plans
we
like
get to
that.
come down.
You hope we do that?
I hope we get to come down and see you for that.
Oh, I mean, I was talking about doing that online with other members of the community, but I
Well,
also
yeah,
want to do
but-
it with you in person. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you want to know something? Nobody listen to this next part. Everybody cover your ears.
Nope.
My no, you listen. I want to tell you something.
Okay.
I'm doing great. My sister came here from Colorado
hmm
and she didn't quarantine herself and nobody died. So I hope nobody. Ridley's not supposed to come visit me, but just, you know, we're all being as safe as we can, right? Let me go find a cat. Will you guys talk amongst yourself for a second? I'm going to pee as well.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back. Yo, thanks both of you for being here, and everyone watching, thanks for being here. It's awesome to be here. I really am. I've been here more and more, and I'm really working on lots of things, and I'm just, stop making plans and just do things. That's why we're here talking tonight. I'll be right back.
I mean, we also did plan tonight, but that's
Well, he plans to do it, but what he didn't do was, okay, we're gonna do this, and let's talk about how we're gonna do every little thing, and then plan.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
we're
no,
going
I
to
get
do it. Yeah.
I just like poking fun at people for
And
that kind of thing. So I'm
Kuya
a dick.
is easy to poke fun at. We love Kuya though.
Yes.
We love Kuya very, very much.
You're so good. You're such a good creature. You know, you meow at me. You meow at me. You're so sweet. Yo, thank you for the host, Ed. I really hope my cats don't have COVID.
I don't think your cats have COVID.
I
Your
very
kitties
highly doubt them
are
having.
responsible enough to stay at least around the cabin in the woods.
Yeah, they're not going to Colorado and getting diseases from Florida or anything like that.
Yeah.
I would be impressed if they did, though.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, Toronto. I hate hearing about anything. The 4-year-old is fine. That's good. The 2-year-old is sick. Jeez.
Oof.
I really and this whole year, I just keep even with the wildfires and everything else going on, I hope everyone, it makes me sad when someone tells me that someone they know is sick or in trouble, you know, and I hope everyone that everyone knows is doing okay. You know, I mean, I'm sure that may not be the case for everyone, and
it's a scary little disease that we have running around here. And I wish the people who don't take it seriously would at least respect that other people are taking it seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I do whatever I can to go out as little as possible to begin with.
Correct.
And I'm going to wear a mask for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. Now that I have an excuse, it's incredible. Do you know how many times someone that I don't want to talk to has come up to me in a grocery store and tried to talk to me this year?
0
times. I'm wearing I'm going to get bigger masks. I'm going I'm gonna go around wearing a hockey mask forever.
Cora looks absolutely adorable, just kind of hanging out and cuddling with you now that playtime is over.
Yeah, now they're so mean when I try to bring them in during the day. But like once the sun goes down, they're just the snuggliest little beasties. Oh, no tongue, please. Your job had you driving around during the shutdown. I know a couple people that were in that situation too. Haribs has been very essential this entire time.
Yep. I got a week off before they were like, yeah, we guess you're essential.
That's too bad. I wish everyone could just stay home forever. Someone's got to invent like replicators, and we need to find that. We got to solve scarcity. I hope we can do that pretty soon.
It's kind of funny too, though, because like people at work kept asking me like, "Oh, what are you going to do on your week off?" I'm like, "Sit at home."
Like there's nothing else to do. Like you live here too, right? You're in this country. Do you understand what's happening?
Some people seem to not understand at all. Some people are like, nothing's happening. I mean, some people literally are like, nothing is actually happening.
And to those people, good on you that you don't take this seriously. But can you just respect that maybe some of the rest of us do? Like you don't have to believe it. I don't need you to believe it because there's nothing I can say to convince you. If you're
just
already
don't
decided,
breathe on me, please.
Yeah, just go with the flow and just. Can you tell those people to just fuck right off? Is that okay to do on your channel? I already did it. I just did it.
You can tell anyone to fuck off. You can say anything you want, Ridley.
That's amazing. I'm gonna tell those people just fuck right off and go live in your bubble, not near me.
Are you gonna watch the healthy toddler while their family is sick? That would be like straight up heroic of you, Toronto. She knows a family where the adults are sick and one of the children is sick, and one of the children's okay. That would not only be heroic because it might be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, really good on you, like for sure. I just wish everyone could help each other as much as we could. And I wish people could talk to each other. I would prefer a world where people could talk to each other. Hi.
Just not with words, because words are over.
Words are over with. Yeah. We got to figure out a better way to. I mean, this has been my whole thing. There's got to be a better way to communicate. I wish people could talk to each other. Like, I feel like I have often described language as a virus, and I really think here's an example. One of the reasons I have trouble talking to people is because someone will say something to me like, listen, I couldn't go out last night because of the werewolves, but you got to go down to the DMV and here are some papers. You need to make an appointment because they're not seeing people just as walk-ins. You have 90 days after your birthday to make the appointment. So please take this shit and make sure you take care of that. And what would be your first response to someone saying that to you?
Excuse me?
Well, I would say, what the fuck do you mean werewolves? And then that person is mad at me because I didn't pay attention to the DMV part.
Yeah, to the important part.
Hey, but no, sorry. Werewolves are important here.
Yeah, I really would rather know about the werewolves if that's a problem now.
This is even more important because it's like, okay, what kind of werewolves are these? Are these Loup-Garou? Are they lichens? Because I want to know if like I need to keep away from them biting me, or if I need some sort of like charm to keep them away. Like,
yeah, I've never owned or fired a gun or had anything to do with guns. But I've got a box of silver bullets in my cabinet. Because if it comes down to it, and someone does have a gun, I would rather have silver bullets than not have them.
That's fair.
The family has flu-like systems. That sucks, Toronto. I'm really anyone that knows anyone going through anything and anyone that is going through anything, really. My biggest sympathies. Weird ass year. Like weird rough year.
I don't know what people who deny the existence of this virus needs to hear, but a healthy 29-year-old hockey player, not professional, just someone who is, active in the community, he started to feel sick, but like didn't take it seriously, and he still went to hockey practice. And he took some over-the-counter medication to try to deal with the symptoms that he was feeling, because he's like, COVID's not real.
Oh, okay. Yep.
They found him dead the next morning.
This is someone you know?
No, this is a news story. It's just a reminder that this shit's serious, and can you please as a community stop ignoring your symptoms and stop going to, because he was still going to rinks and teaching people to play hockey.
Other people, yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
And now he dead.
Have you ever seen a movie called Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen?
No.
In that movie, towards the end of the movie, he's like, the villain's like got him cornered, right? It's a movie where there's a lot of shooting, as you can maybe imagine. In the end, the villain has him cornered, and he's like lost his gun. He's got no gun, right? And the villain's like, ah ha ha, doing like the villain speech. I'm finally gonna get you, Clive Owen. And Clive Owen reaches into his pocket. He's next to a fireplace. He's like beaten up. He's like, the dude's got him. The dude's gonna kill him. And so Clive Owen reaches into his pocket and he pulls out his hand. And in between each of his 4 fingers, he's got 3 bullets in between the fingers. And he pulls his hand back and he sticks it in the fire. And the bullets fire and they shoot the villain dead. How realistic do you think that is?
That doesn't sound realistic at all.
And then because his hand is burned,
sounds like a movie to me.
Because his hand is burned, in the next scene he has a carrot and he's stuck it into the finger guard, the trigger guard, and he's doing this. He's like jerking off the carrot to shoot the gun. Harib says it would totally work, yeah? I mean, you probably wouldn't get very good aim doing it like that. But yeah, you know what? That's a very strange movie, but I think that I would recommend Shoot 'Em Up. I like Clive Owen. What did he never do anything? Neither of you guys are too into movies, huh? Because that's usually what I like to talk to people about, and it's okay if you're not. That's also kind of why I want to talk to you about other video games that link to the past. I love that you're really into board games. I love that. I really like that I have a friend or a couple friends to play board games with. I really want to play Talisman again on PS4. I bet we can play that on tabletop. A little less, probably a little more clunkier.
Yeah, we can still pull it off.
You don't? Oh, do you? But you don't like super dislike Talisman, but it wouldn't be your first choice.
I honestly can't even say that I remember the rules to Talisman at this point. I just remember that I didn't really like it back when I played it the first
epilepsy
time.
warning, by the way.
This is not a board game for me. I can't even remember why anymore. It's just on the list of games that I tried and didn't like, and it could be something as stupid as the person that I played with. I can't even remember.
It's a game where a lot of people take it real seriously and try to weigh every move they make, and like that's not really the kind of game it is. Like it takes a long time because you're supposed to be like, basically every time you roll the die you can move right or left. And people definitely overthink it, and you just have to kind of, draw your card, fight some battles, and like move on. But there is strategy to it, but it's mostly RNG of the cards, Yeah, try to do what you think.
It's a real role-playing game.
Yeah, exactly. It is a role. It's a real good. I guess I can't play anything anymore. She's here now. Do you see people who are watching me all day? Do you see what it's like? I try to bring her in during the day, and I'm like, here, look at my kitten. And she's immediately flying over my shoulder and out the front door. And then
she doesn't want to be inside during the day. She wants to go outside.
At nighttime, I'm trying to play games, and here she is. I love this cat. I love them all so much, but this is my baby right now.
Paprika does not do that to you.
No, Paprika doesn't like me at all.
Doesn't do that either.
Lily doesn't like me either.
It's because you had her as a. Is Cora the first of the 3 that you've had like as a kitten?
Yes, she's the first one I got as a kitten. and like
So,
raised. She's
that-
still a kitten.
Yeah. So she is more yours than the other two,
That's true.
right? Because she grew up around you and she's comfortable with you.
I feel like I'm very good friends with Paprika, but he's always going to be a little bit like, who's this guy?
Your Paprika's human,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Yeah, totally. Dude, he runs the place. That's what I was talking about that a lot. He's the one, when I don't get up in the morning, it's his paws in my mouth. Although she'll come and lick my eyeballs, which is a little bit unpleasant with the sandpaper tongue. Are you allowed to have pets where you live, Ridley? I know Midori would like pets. You are not super into animals.
I am not super into animals. I would like to have a husky one day.
Yeah, yo, dogs. I've had dogs, and I really like dogs. And I was thinking about getting a dog before Paprika kind of came into my life, and now it's just cat house. Huskies are too much. I had a husky growing up. She was amazing.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that keeps me from getting any pet is the commitment to actually care for the said pet.
Sure.
Commitment,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I can't make, especially one that a husky requires. I just can't make that commitment and be fair to the puppy. And I just don't want to live with a cat again. I've lived with cats, and it's as much as I don't dislike cats, but I'm done taking care of them.
They are quite a handful.
They're so needy. They're a tiny tiger that lives in your house
Tiny
that you have to.
tigers.
That's
Corey,
exactly
you're
what they
a
are.
tiny tiger. You're a
Tiny tiger that lives in Kuya's house, and
oh man, I need to bring my plants inside. It's gonna get cold soon.
Oh yeah.
Prika used to hang out in the jungle like a real tiger in the corner of the room in the jungle. Hi. Can I can't. You are just too much. You're so adorable. I would like someday I will have it. I don't know. I might not. I feel like I might be just committed at this point. If I ever have less cats, I'm just going to end up getting more. I feel like that now it's going to be like a legacy. Like there are going to be more cats and it's just going to be an everlasting cats.
Cats forever.
Whoa. Yeah, here are some other people's animals. Yo, that is a beautiful looking puppy. And I like these goats as well. I like goats a
Those
lot.
goats. Those are adorable goats.
One of my goals is at some point I would, oh my gosh. That's amazing. Is that Fickle? These are animals that you know? At some point I want to have a farm and lots of animals and do animal rehab and raccoons and stuff. But I don't know when or if or whatever that would require. I do want to get my animal rehabilitation license.
Yeah. What Pickle was saying about huskies is definitely the thing. Like for me, I would love a husky, but I would need a house first because there's no way that you could handle having a husky inside of the house all the time.
They're all over the place, and they definitely want a lot of snuggles too. She was asleep and I went and got her, and now I can't put her down. I know, I love you too so much. I can't play a video game. I can play a video game while I hold you. I totally can. Sometimes I can. It's very difficult to try to play like Bloodborne. I'm going to eat. You already ate, huh? I'm going to eat Franks and beans. Have you had dinner, Atheist?
Yeah, I had some Dairy Queen.
Ooh, that sounds nice too.
I used to love their chicken fingers, but now I'm not allowed to have them anymore because...
Didn't you only eat chicken fingers for like 20 years?
Yeah. I mean, I'm technically still allowed to have them.
You're allowed.
Yeah. This is in the same position. She was like, what can I even get from there? And I'm like, I don't know. Look it up. So she ended up getting
until she has the surgery, it's not going to matter what she eats because her gallbladder is going to punish her for everything.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, trying to keep it from getting worse is
You
where we're
can't-
at right now.
Yeah.
Anything that she eats is better than nothing. It's like it is absurd to me that they're making her wait as long as she's waiting.
Yeah,
Trackball would
under
be
normal
nice.
circumstances, I don't think they would, but like, I think it's just because of how everything is right now.
Yeah. It's taken me a million years to get new glasses, and I'm not even gonna have them by the end of this year. I don't think. I had 2 gallstones
Yeah,
the size of
but
golf
I-
balls
my
in
thing
my
is,
golf
like-
bladder. Golf bladder. Please continue.
Golf bladder.
I've got some photos of my
Yeah,
guts. Maybe I'll
my
pull
thing
them
is,
out again
like-
sometime.
Like, generally speaking, yes, it's not going to make it necessarily worse for each thing that she eats, but if she has like 30 to 40 grams of fat a meal for the entire day, like, obviously that's going to make it worse.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like 4 weeks, that's not. So just like cutting back on it is what.
Yeah, that's terrible that she has to, I mean, when I went in, it was an emergency. Like, I went in and they were like, you're in renal failure because your gallbladder is fucking chock full of golf balls.
I had
And they took
one
it
attack.
right out.
Yeah, I had one attack and they just took it out the next day.
Yeah. I think well, hospitals obviously are very busy right now.
Yeah.
And like, getting any kind of medical attention is kind of a problem right now. I feel bad now after all that saying, I wish I had new glasses, but I do wish I had new glasses. I
mean,
can't see anything.
The optometrists are, at least around here, like they're still working.
Yeah.
It's not like they can help with anything else.
They're letting in, like, obviously less patients. They want less patient volume. But what happened is I made an appointment. It was for 2 months in the future. And then it was Hurricane Isaias came in on the week of my appointment, and no one in like my whole county had power for a week. So I missed the appointment, and then I had to reschedule, and now it's 2 more months, and who knows when I'll ever. And I'm gonna have cataract surgery, so I'm gonna have. It's gonna be a while before I have new glasses. Snake Rattle and Roll rules. That's a rare game.
Fortunate.
Like Rare the company, not. I'm really having trouble playing
I
games.
mean, it's
with
also
you.
a pretty rare game, but
Yeah. I have it on my mini. It is awesome. I played it on, like, do you guys remember going to the toy store and there would be an NES set up there and you could play some NES or Super Nintendo games?
Yeah.
Those 10-minute little blips were the joys of my childhood.
I used to
Also
go to
going to
them
the
and
orthodontist.
just ignore the timer.
Oh, there was a timer?
Yeah, I went to one and they like the timer would like go off every 10 minutes or something at the toy stores that I went to. I don't know if this is a common thing.
No. The ones the NES demos and SNES demos that I saw are in the toy stores near me. They would just the console would flat out reset after like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so
It
like
would just stop. Oh, you would
yeah.
just keep playing anyway.
I would stop and then I wouldn't tell anyone and then I would just pick up the save.
If there's no one around, who cares?
yeah.
One time there was a Game Boy camera on display at one of those demos, and they actually had the printer hooked up so you could take pictures of yourself and print them right there in the toy store. And me and my friend got asked to leave.
Because you printed too many.
Just kept all these stupid pictures of us making faces at a Game Boy with those little tiny pics. Do you guys remember the Game Boy camera?
Yes.
It had a printer, and as you can imagine, it printed little tiny images like 1 inch by 1 inch with little black and white dot matrix images. Crazy. Yo, what's up, Rose? What's up, everyone? Thanks for hanging out so much. Yeah, the Game Boy camera, the images it printed were fucking weird. That is that was a thing that happened. I feel like there were like 1 or 2 other games that maybe might have used the printer. I don't know. Are you practicing? Oh yeah, you're on Rose's team. Do you guys know who's on your team for Paladins?
Kind of like Omega, maybe. We still haven't heard back from him on what Amaya said about playing for that.
I would expect Amaya is going to let him play.
I
know that
think so too.
I know that that's not exactly.
Yeah, we haven't really been like making any official announcements or anything, obviously, but I am interested in, like, if you're going to be playing Paladins, I'm interested in who's going to be on your team, you know, and what you're going to be doing.
This particular conversation is not announcement related. Midori reached out to Omega to fill in someone who dropped out.
Oh, okay. I played Paladins once or twice. It was a lot like Overwatch. Is it kind of free Overwatch?
It is.
Yeah, I think I played it like twice. I played it with like Peach Drink and some other people. You ever see either of you see the Rampage movie with The Rock? Everyone I know needs to watch more bad movies. I'm trying.
I think I heard of it and I just completely blanked it out because it looked like it was another Super Mario Bros. And I was like, no thanks.
Super Mario Brothers is my favorite movie.
It is my favorite terrible movie. Yeah, I will say that.
There you go. It's got John Leguizamo, who is in my actual favorite movie, Spawn.
It is the most hilarious, worst movie in all existence.
I think the Super Mario Brothers movie is like, it's a tour de force. How did it even, how? There's like horror stories about how it got made and like how terrible working on it was.
There's a Star Fox knockoff. I did not see that.
What?
That's what Harab said.
There was a kind of Star Fox knockoff that was kind of cool. I may have missed something on like a game that's a Star Fox knockoff on something. Oh yeah, he signs "I'm the Rock" to the ape in the movie. Yeah. Wario on the Virtual Boy. Oh, on the Virtual Boy there was a Star Fox knockoff. That kind of makes sense. The Virtual Boy was a 32-bit console. What do you think about that? How about let me rephrase that. The Virtual Boy was the first 32-bit console. That might not be true.
I don't think that's true.
Do you think it was after the PlayStation?
It was a very
32 bits, one color.
One color, one response. I don't know of anyone who's ever played Virtual Boy and not gotten a headache within 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's real hard.
The FM Towns Marty is considered the world's first 32-bit console, predating the Amiga CD32 and 3DO being released on February 20th, 1993 by Japanese electronics company Fujitsu. What kind of a failure of a 32-bit console was this that I've never heard about it?
Oh my God. You ever play anything on 3DO or what was the other one?
Amiga CD32.
No, like 3DO and one other game are like really well known, or one other. I think the console I'm talking about is the one where the bad Zelda games are.
I know what you're talking about.
There were two like 32-bit, like basically CD-ROM players. Oh, sorry, what?
CDI. That's CDI, what it is, not right. CDO.
Yeah. CDI is where the Zelda games are, right? Philips CDI. Yeah. Thank you. The Amiga was a dumpster fire, but that was really weird. It was like, yeah, a lot of people thought that like CD-ROM games, like The Seventh Guest, and a lot of them were like DVD menu games.
You know what I mean? So my thing with the Amiga is like Amiga was kind of the Dreamcast of its time. It
ahead of its
tried to
time?
do things that it tried to do things that the tech just wasn't there for. Like Virtual Boy was literally just a virus. Like it's the Windows ME of video game systems.
A virus. I realize that humans are not a mammal. You are a disease.
It's actively bad for your health to play the Virtual Boy.
It is. Amiga had Turrican, yeah. And the Immortal, wow. Cora is like pushing the controller away from my hands. She just wants... It's okay, Cora. Hi, I got you. Oh, what? Now that I've complained, are you going to go? Hi, I love you. You're okay. You can stay right
But yeah, Draco had never played it, and when I went up there to the Gamescom with him, like there was one that was set up. I was like, "Oh man, you have to try this for like 5 minutes, and that's it." And he was like, "Yeah, I already started to feel a headache." I'm like, "Yep, that's the Virtual Boy."
All right, so I am going to poke out and go make some drinks and
have fun.
Generate a seed.
Okay.
And see how it goes. I've got a 5-hour, 18-minute PB to beat.
5 hours, huh?
I hundoed the seed because I mistracked a key.
Oh, so Fickle. Oh, were you asking Fickle or Rose? Are you and Fickle and Rose on a team? That's awesome.
Rose. No. Our third was someone else entirely. But we've been playing like me, Midori, Fickle, just like, we're just trying to get practice in.
Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, I think I'll host Ridley whenever he's ready. So are you, do I have notifications set up? I get notified when you go live, right?
Oh.
You wouldn't know that.
Do you want me to put something in your chat?
Yeah, let me know when you're going to, do you think it's going to be like 15 minutes or like longer?
I hope that it's 15 minutes or less.
Okay, so yeah, let me know and I'll throw everyone. Please stay tuned because if you've never seen SMZ3, here, right? It's just it looks like work to me.
That's a good way to put it. I don't know why I'm still obsessed with this game.
Really doesn't feel like he's done enough work in his life after he gets home, so he just starts doing more.
At least it ends. All right.
You know what, Ridley? Guys. Everything does. Good news.
WoW doesn't.
It will eventually.
Everything if we're
will.
Lucky.
If we're lucky. Feel like it's hopefully before we do.
All right. Bye for now.
Yeah, it is like a bye, Ridley. Thank you so much. It is like a amusement park attraction, the Virtual Boy, right? It's like, it's way more of a gimmick. It's like, oh my God, look what we did. It's in 3D. It was, you know what? The Lawnmower Man had come out like the year before. And they were like, look at this. You can put a mask on your head. Oh, virtuality. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I don't know what virtuality is. I was talking about the Virtual Boy, which is also... Oh, it's the thing where you stand in a ring? Like, like the U-Force? This cat is really awesome. I was going to complain about the fact that she's here. Why would I? I complain about too many things that... Well, that's the thing. I often say that, like, I wouldn't talk shit about anything that I didn't absolutely love. Because I do talk shit about everything. But things that I actually don't like, I don't talk about. So that's why I talk shit about World of Warcraft. Kinda. Part of me definitely thinks World of Warcraft is bad.
It's a good game because, obviously... If it wasn't a good game, people wouldn't still be playing it.
Yeah, forever. 15 years. 15 years later?
Well,
16.
I guess it depends on, like, so it is definitely an addicting game. So does a game being addicting make it good? Is the question then?
I mean, I would like to say no. But I guess I guess I would like to say no, but I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, I would call A Link to the Past an addicting game. I could not stop playing that game for years. Yeah, Deadly
Yep.
Towers. I don't quite know if
So
I
don't
should
think-
say. Oh, please continue.
I don't know if I would say necessarily that like just it being addicting makes it a good game, but a
Right.
good game will certainly be addicting. So if you enjoy the game, if you feel like it's a good game and it's addicting, it's definitely a good game.
It's definitely well designed. I mean, when I first started playing it, I was like, wow, this game just like I don't know I don't know what about it that felt well designed, but it just felt like I always like when I play other MMOs, I'm always like, all right, where the fuck's my backpack? Where's this shit? What do I do with all these things? And I guess it might just be because I played WoW first and it clicked with me. It did kill VR for like 20 years. It absolutely did. People were like, oh, never mind. People went and saw The Lawnmower Man, and then they tried on the Virtual Boy, and they were like, oh, this is not flying, floating, and fucking. That's not The Lawnmower Man with James Bond.
That is a pretty good description of what happened.
20 years later, let's play Resident Evil 7 in VR and shit our pants.
I think Sword Art Online actually brought back the VR crays.
Oh, sure.
Not that like there's no other things that. So it was kind of this. What was it? .hack
Yep.
built up in the gaming community and the anime community a desire for VR, and then like SAO kind of broadened it to where everyone was like, yeah, this is totally what I want from VR.
I played a game called Duck Season, which I think was an incredible idea for a video game. And it's a VR game. And what happens in this game is you play as a child and like you're in a VR living room. And you can like look around the room and do stuff. And like your mom comes home and she brings you Duck Season, which is duck hunt. It's like you're a kid in like the 80s. And like there's a cat in my mouth right now. And like I guess I can't put her down. I guess this is what we're doing. So as you play the game, and it's like, you're playing the game all weekend or whatever, and you keep playing it, and in between each round of like duck hunt, basically in VR, weird things happen, right? And the dog so like at some point you have a dream where like the dog from Duck Hunt is like, you have, you're in a weird version of the living room, and the dog from Duck Hunt is there being creepy and stuff. And she is the cutest animal. I can't stand her. And it gets weirder and weirder and creepier. And there's a couple different endings, but there was one part in the game, and this is why I'm never going to play Resident Evil this story is the reason I'm never going to play a horror game in VR, because at one point in the game, you're playing Duck Hunt and you fall asleep and you wake up and it's nighttime outside, right? And so I've got that fucking helmet on and I got my headphones on. I'm like in this world, in this living room. I've been playing for like an hour. And it was all dark outside and I'm looking around the living room and the fucking closet flew open and the dog, and it was like a man in a dog suit. That was the dog from Duck Hunt, came out of the closet, and I tore that fucking mask and helmet and headphones off my head so fast. I didn't even get to see what happened. I saw that man in the dog suit come out of the closet, and I like, if I could have jumped out of my whole skin, like away from the VR. So that was enough VR for me, maybe forever. It was, dude, I'm jumpy enough and scared of weird things being around without it having to be in VR. Like that was, Duck Season was kind of cool. If anyone has VR equipment, pretty neat.
Isn't that like a whole series trilogy thing?
Oh, I don't know. I only played. This was like something that Praxis picked up. You know, This was at Praxis' house, and I was playing whatever games he had on his VR.
I
What's
think
this?
like Boneworks and a bunch of other stuff is part of it,
Oh,
or the universe, quote unquote.
I would like to know. I think it's by a YouTuber. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think that.
Which one of us is thinking of that?
I don't think anyone is thinking of that. They're making Five Nights. We watched a PlayStation 5 live event where they were announcing probably not the launch titles, but some of the games that were going to be on PS5. And there were these big multi-million-dollar game trailers. And we saw a trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's during that thing. Like, they were all AAA games. Like, yo, big ups to the Five Nights at Freddy's guy. Like, that's a starting from the bottom, now we're here situation.
PS5 reveal was like, I was like, oh, I thought it was like the not Metro, but Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk. Watch Dogs. That's what I was thinking of.
Watch Dogs.
I thought it was like a new Watch Dogs thing.
Yeah, I really wasn't even sure what I was looking at. I think Caribs guessed that it was Five Nights at Freddy's before we saw it. You thought it was going to be Bioshock 6 or whatever. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, good up to Five Nights at Freddy's guy. Big ups to FNAF guy. Cora, you are such a babe.
Scott Cawthon.
Kaufman?
Cawthon.
Cawthon. Like coffin? Like is it a play on I make a scary game where people get killed? Did you play Undertale?
I guess so. I did, yes. I've played Undertale.
How do you feel about it?
The game is a solid 8. The community is about a -50.
Yeah, it's bad. Is it worse than League or? I compare everything to League. Those are the only like nasty people I ever met.
So League. Have you ever heard there's this one comedian who talks about the difference between men and women, where like a guy will just like punch you in the face and then be cool with you, and then like women will just tear apart your soul. That's kind of the thing. League is people punching you in the face. Undertale will try to tear apart your soul.
The community.
Yeah.
Like Cora. What a Cora you are. Look at your little paws. Yeah, you're coming back? I thought I was going to get to put you down for a second. No? Yeah, he sounds like a well-adjusted person. Whoever said that about people tearing his soul apart. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not involved in any online communities. I guess I totally am. This is one. Draco's community is one. But I'm not involved in any communities that are like centered around one game, you know? I was kind of in Warcraft. Those people are not as bad as League people. Yeah, she sticks her head under the monitor to eat her hand. Cats are so great.
It's important that she has the privacy.
Yeah,
when she
doesn't want to eat her hand out here in public. Yeah, what else has been going on? What's hot? What is on your mind, Atheist? Anything that is what's coming out that you're interested in, or anything?
That new Hogwarts game, I am super stoked for that. That looks so amazing.
Looks well done.
My God.
I've never really...
I don't know how much of a... Yeah.
I really feel the fact that I'm like 10 years older than a lot of you when you talk about Harry Potter. And I'm saying that to like everyone I talk to. Like I wasn't a child at the time, so I sort of missed it. Didn't you just suggest a Harry Potter game, Toronto? Like an hour ago?
I mean, thing is, Toronto, I don't know if Dory's been in contact with you, but Dory was looking into that, and apparently JKR has absolutely nothing to do with the game. I totally understand if, like, just the whole universe is ruined for you.
She sounds like an asshole. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about JKR or Harry Potter.
Honestly, most of the people who write the books that I love are assholes about
Okay,
something.
Toronto.
So I'm just like,
I mean, I definitely play games and enjoy media by some fucking problematic people. I definitely do. But I'm not like, I don't tell anyone what to do, obviously.
Did you see the PS5 Demon's Souls thing?
Oh
Haribs?
my god, yes.
Made me so sad. Deep in my heart. They've turned it into Dark Souls 4, 5, whatever we're at now.
And that's not
like,
what I've never played Demon's Souls at all, so I don't know.
So imagine like how hard Dark Souls is, but instead of your character being responsive, it's like if you were trying to wield the weapons that he had.
In Demon's
Souls,
that's
how combat was. That's Demon's Souls.
It looks like Demon's Souls in the Dark Souls 3 engine with better lightning. Yeah, which is
really sad for me because like I wanted that feel of Demon's Souls where like I have to know how to swing a weapon. I have to know what that windup is like, and like I have to plan for like where they might move and things like that instead of just being like, oh, here's a two-handed weapon, thunk instantly into the ground. Like,
I might be twice your age. You're not someone who mentioned being 29. Because I'm not twice the age of someone who's 30, but I'm fucking older than everyone here. Maybe not, but I mean, you could probably tell a little bit looking at me that I'm a little bit older than your average Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about, though, Herbs, is that like that slowness, that heaviness to it is the feel of wielding a weapon.
Yeah.
Like weapons don't swing the way they do in Dark Souls.
Interesting. Maybe I should take Demon's Souls for a ride just to see how different it is.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It was probably one of my favorite games, and like I just felt so disappointed when Dark Souls came out because I was like, this is cool that they're continuing it, but on the other hand, like I basically did a no-hit run on my first time because that like dodge window, like the iframes on it is just insanity. Like it's way too high.
Yeah, what's going on, Iggy? You didn't miss too much. We've talked about the Virtua Boy. We've talked about everything going on next with Dracon. Iggy, what are you signed up for Dracon? We did talk about that for a long time, and then we've been playing with my cat mostly, and in like 5 minutes we're gonna raid Ridley, and he's gonna be. Are you doing SMZ3 tonight? Iggy plays SMZ3 with Ridley a lot of the time, but we're gonna go look at Ridley playing SMZ3 in a minute. Haribs doesn't think it's that different. I should try it out. There's a moratorium on practicing. What does that mean? It means there will be no practicing? DS2 is very different.
Yeah, I actually didn't try DS2 because I was so put off by DS1. And I was like, I really like the story of the universe, and I feel like I would miss out on too much by going straight into Dark Souls 2.
Yeah,
but I might try it out someday.
I wonder if I'm gonna like, and I've been approaching these other games, and in my head, I'm kind of comparing them to the way Dark Souls felt, because that was my first one, and I'm like, I do always feel a little different, and I always am kind of like, wow, Dark Souls 1 was perfect. It means you got no time to practice. You know, that's okay. I practiced some 11 Exit, and I'm not competing, but I'm glad that I did. I would like to continue. I might do all castles again someday. I've been talking about not playing games over and over again so that you destroy them for yourself. But like Super Mario World is like calling to me. I really liked doing all castles. I mean, Contra and Super C. Oh, Super C is that weird one, not the Super NES one.
Yeah, Super Contra, Super C, Super.
So you feel like, yeah, I guess I got to play it for myself. But like, do you feel like there was like heavier?
It's the same way with them. Yeah, because like having like experienced Western medieval weaponry, like I understand the heft of it, the feel of like trying to swing it as somebody who's not like trained 24/7 for 18 years of my life. And that's kind of the character that you're playing too, is yes, they
unexperienced.
Have some, yeah, that's kind of the idea. And so it just feels weird to me. It's the same problem that I had with Assassin's Creed 2, where like you go from Assassin's Creed 1, you're literally an assassin. Everything you do feels like an assassin. Assassin's Creed 2, you're just a regular nobleman. And I'm like, I'm not into it.
There's definitely been things where the sequel. I talked a lot about how like a lot of the times like I'll be into a TV show and then like the second season will come out and like within one episode I'll be like, nah. What was did you just mention like I don't know if it was Iggy or not. I talked to somebody about the Society for Creative Anachronism. Do you know what that is? It's people that swing swords at each other.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So you have done some sword combat, or you have just definitely played around with a lot of swords?
I've played around with a lot of swords mostly. I've been in and out of martial arts for 15 years of my life, at least. So like,
so you could beat me up.
Maybe
you could. I promise you could. I'm pretty sure anyone here can fucking. Oh, I might have talked to it about you, Toronto. I might have been talking to everyone. Maybe that'll be one of the next things I ask, or maybe we'll go investigate. There's probably not people doing medieval reenactments right now. But yeah, that's a group of people that, wear like plate armor and walk around in the summer heat, whacking each other with broadswords.
LARPing has always been something that like I wanted to try, but I don't like the rules that they do with it. And I understand that it's like for people's safety and all of that stuff, and like they won't be allowed to do it without those rules. But it just makes it less fun for me.
Foam sticks.
Yeah.
All right. So the people
at the point where you're just like boffing.
Yeah. The Creative Anachronism people are like they're more like Civil War reenactors. They like are wearing plate armor and hitting each other with broadswords, like like exactly that. Like not to injure some of the ones that I've seen, like blunt swords and shit, but like it's more of a reenactment than LARPing where you have the foam sticks and stuff.
Yeah. So my thing is like I like sparring because of like the feel of contact. Like I like kind of the risk of it, of like damaging myself. Obviously you're not trying to kill the other person. That's not okay. We don't want to be doing that. But like
that's frowned upon.
But like pulling your punches is more about not going full force, not doing damage. To me, that's what it is for me, because if it's not useful to spar with someone where they know that there's no risk to themselves. It doesn't help them to like, because when they're in a situation where they are risking hurting themselves, they can't like themselves in the same mindset.
Jay Swizzy, what's up? Yeah, you can't go full Sith Lord.
I will force lightning all of them. I don't care.
when we were doing this in high school with the PVC pipes, we would take straws, like drinking straws. Yo, the cat was just here for an hour. After I explained this, so you would take a drinking straw and you would take electrical tape. Do you know where I'm going with this? You would.
No.
So, like the end of the straw, as though it were like the core of the electrical tape, you would just wrap the electrical tape around one end of the straw until it was only please don't play with my beard. No one I'm sorry, only cats. You wrap the electrical tape around the end of the straw until it's just a tiny bit less thick than the interior of a PVC pipe. And then you would use them as darts. And like you would use the PVC pipe as a blowgun, and you would shoot these little electrical tape darts at other players. Well, mostly me and my brother. And so we got in trouble because our faces were covered and arms were covered in welts from shooting fucking electrical tape blow darts at one another. But I think the biggest problem I had with like LARPing is that a lot of times people, I don't know, I played with some people in high school that cheated. Basically that I played with like some metagamers and stuff in high school, and there was a lot of like, you didn't hit me. Yes, I hit you. That blow dart didn't hit me. I just hit you with a blow dart until I was like, I've never understood. I honestly have never, I'm going to go get the cat. I'll be right back. But I've never understood like that kind of competitive nature, that not only do you want to cheat, you're just going to lie to your friends about it. People do it.
Like
People
you want to
like
win
that.
so bad that you can't even like take a single hit.
I'll be right back.
I've been there, so
will you come and sit with me for a little bit? You want me to wake you up?
I know that some things are like fair to keep like serious injury from happening. I totally get that, Iggy. But like I feel like a lot of it has gotten way too over the top, where it's like if you bruise them, sometimes they will give you a yellow card or whatever and be like, oh, you got to sit out this match.
Come here. No. Well, I pet him a little bit. I had Cora here for like an hour just now. They're all
just like,
snoozing. Prika hates me. He doesn't. He likes me a lot sometimes. He has never been nice to me on camera once. He's very smart. He knows when he's on camera, and he can't. He's like, I'm a big tough tiger man. You can't hug me on camera. Do you think that Jar Jar was a Sith Lord?
There's plenty of evidence for it, but I don't know. He was good enough at hiding it, if he was, that I can't say for sure that he was. Let me put it that way.
He must be very smart. This was another thing that I talk about a lot, how like in my youth, like I would never get this upset. I mean, I never get upset about like the end of Game of Thrones or like something that came out that was bad. But like when I went and saw The Phantom Menace as a teenager, it had a nasty effect on me. I was mad about Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, and I was talking about this too. A lot of the LARPing that I did in high school was way more roleplay based. Like we played Mind's Eye Theater, which is basically a very bare bones system where you basically any combat or anything is settled with rock, paper, scissors. So it's mostly just talking to each other.
So one thing, I think probably one of my most unpopular opinions is that I actually liked Jar Jar. Because I love comic relief, especially where they don't belong.
Oh, he did not belong in that movie. I guess I was a Star Wars guy. Maybe that's why I'm not in any kind of fandom now, but I was fucking into Star Wars and I was disappointed.
And that's my thing is like, I was a fan, and that's why I liked him so much, because he just didn't belong, and that like weirdness weird. Made me love him. Because like,
awesome.
I guess part of it is also like that kind of is how I feel most of the time going through life. Is just like the way I am is just the opposite of people, and I don't fit in with people. So it's kind of like
I
bit of a self-insert
I feel
in
a
that
lot
way.
like Jar Jar too. Yeah, I really do. All right, awesome, Ridley. We're gonna raid Ridley in like 4 minutes or something. Oh, what was I gonna say about? Oh, I've seen Fanboys. The last like, can I tell you? Can I spoil this? Anyone that doesn't want the movie Fanboys spoiled, don't listen to what I'm about to say. Are you open to having a movie spoiled, Atheist Man?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay, so there's a movie called Fanboys, and it's about a group of dudes, and it's like a year before the Phantom Menace is going to come out, and one of the guys is going to die from cancer before it comes out. So they go on an adventure full of hijinks to break into Skywalker Ranch, and they and most of the movie is the road trip. But they get to, in the end, they go to Skywalker Ranch, and like, I don't know if, dude, I can't believe how much they wasted Darth Maul, but that's a whole nother conversation. But so they get to Skywalker Ranch and they get caught, and like someone brings them into some room and they're talking to some security guy, and he's like, I don't know if George Lucas, there's no way he's in this movie. I don't know if they had an actor that looked like him or anything like that. But George Lucas is basically, after he hears the story, he's like, well, if this kid is going to die before the movie comes out, only this kid can come in and I'll show him the Phantom Menace. So he gets to watch the Phantom Menace early, and then he dies, months later. And the last scene of the movie is, I thought it was so brilliant. Everyone cover your ears most of it has been spoiled so far. But if you don't want to know the very last scene, it's the 3 remaining bros are in the movie theater opening night. Everyone around them is waving lightsabers and covered in Star Wars regalia and stuff. And like the lights are going down in the theater. And the main character turns to his friend and says, what are we going to do if this movie sucks? And the credits roll. And that's how I felt. I felt like I lied. A lot of people did. That's
fucking amazing.
A lot of people came out of that movie going, yeah, that was awesome, because they felt like they had to. I was not prepared. I didn't even think it was a possibility that the movie would not be good, but I did not like it. And me and my friends were all like we all together were like, what are we going to say? Like, and a lot of us were like, yeah, it was pretty good. Like I had not processed what I had just seen enough. Oh man.
So how do you think you would have felt if it wasn't a Star Wars movie?
That's a really good question. I might have felt a lot better about it. I mean, I was 19. This was like, I was the perfect age to hate something because it wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
Shit, I really hope I didn't just
I think that's probably
that would be
I think it's one of the things that like I practiced the most in my life, and like I think it's
not being
given me a bit of a not going in with expectations.
That's
right.
That's so important. If you don't go in with expectations,
and it's really,
you're not
really
gonna be
hard.
It's hard to do
because
there's things that you just care about for no reason, like Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Not you, me, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously
Awesome,
there's still
Ridley.
some of that because, like I said, I can't enjoy Game of Thrones because I do expect all of those things. It's very like tropey to the point where it is its own trope. How much of a trope everything is in those books.
I said the same thing about Harry Potter this week.
So
I felt like everything in that book is just kind of what I expected it to be. But again,
yeah,
I was older and I didn't care about it. So.
Yeah, and that's I think that's one of the core things is like if you're used to all of those things that have come afterwards that have copied it, you go back to it and you're like, oh well, this was done better later by this.
Sure. Yep. I think the absolute.
I'm trying to think. There's a.
You're trying to think.
Yeah, there's a fan, not a fan fiction, one of those creepypastas.
Oh, sure.
It was done back in like 2010 or something like that.
Okay.
And like in the comments section, there's people commenting from like last year that are like, "Oh, this is so like cliched." And I'm like, you realize
From
when this
10
came
years
out,
ago.
creepypastas didn't
Wasn't a
exist.
thing,
This was
yeah.
one of the original creepypastas. This made those cliches, and it's just like it's that way with a lot of things where like people who are used to the new things that have improved on the old things and they try to go back to the old things, they don't have that like
Kind of like Dark
sense
Souls.
of exactly.
I feel
They don't have the sense of like this is what the original was, and doesn't make it necessarily great, but at the very least, like the things that you just expect are because they were so great in this that people
Sure.
wanted to copy it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things. I'm always surprised when I feel like I track down the origin, like not. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to say, but there's definitely like scenes that are in certain movies that end up in every movie. And when I actually like figure out like, oh my God, like so many movies did this exact scene over and over. The toast in Evangelion.
Yes.
Every anime has a girl running down the street with toast in her mouth. Yeah, Mel
Yep.
Brooks. Did Mel Brooks invent comedy? Yeah, his shit is copied in everything. That's really true.
Yep.
Starballs is a movie that I enjoy a lot. That's not the name of a movie, but maybe I'll
They've jammed our radar.
when I do my fan film remake of A New Hope, I'm gonna call it Starballs.
Oh, Young Frankenstein was so good.
That's a weird
I
movie.
can't
haven't seen it
even,
in a
like-
really long time. I should. I really
we
like
need to
Dracula and
rewatch it.
classic horror. Maybe we'll do.
We need to
we're
make that
definitely
part
gonna
of our
do some-
October.
Yeah, we're gonna do some horror movie nights and stuff. Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Star Wars is a ripoff of Spaceballs. The absolute height of my Star Wars fandom was when the originals were re-released, and I went to see all of those in a theater, like a couple years before the Phantom Menace. Although I was really I was way younger, I think, so maybe a couple years, but that was something. And I was so jazzed. I was so jazzed to be into Star Wars, and then that Phantom Menace thing happened. I haven't seen Silent Movie either. I haven't seen The Producers. Let's watch some of these movies. We will.
Was his The Producers the original, or wasn't it a play first?
I think it was his play.
Was
Maybe
it?
not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was in. Mel Brooks wasn't on
It
Curb Your
was his
Enthusiasm,
play.
was
Okay.
he? He might have been.
Yep, and his 1967 movie. Okay.
Oh, so wait, so he made the movie in 1967? I didn't know
Yep.
that. And then
that was the
'cause-
original.
And then he did a play. But then there's a new one with Matthew Broderick. Was that also Mel Brooks's work? Or did someone else buy it at that point? It doesn't matter that much. That's the 2005. He made all of them.
Yeah.
Wow. He must
I
have
was
really
gonna
liked that
say
story.
it was. It's good. It's really good. But also, it's really not any different in tone or in story, or like he didn't really change many of the scenes. He just made them more produced
Sure.
because they have more things to produce with now. So
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, remake your own movie. At least he didn't pull out the old one and re-edit it and add CG.
that is a jab at a very specific person.
Yes. A person who hates it when movies get colorized. Hates